it's Trevor here from Mosaic Books with another installment of our weekly book blog, or Bookcast as I'm calling it. I gotta get that name down. And we're presenting this on welcome-to-Kelowna.com, so thank you guys for letting us do this. And I'm back this week with something a little different. This time of year, I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time sitting down and reading. Around Christmas season, I get very busy, and so I don't have time to kind of dive into a book. What I do have time for are magazines. So you can see that Mosaic has tons of magazines to offer, but it's hard these days to know which magazines are quality publications, which ones aren't just, filled with ads and have, are worth your time. So I've chosen my 3 favorite magazines to talk about today. So might as well dive right in. First one is the Believer magazine. It's a quarterly publication, and it's put out by McSweeney's Press. Now, McSweeney's is a literary press in the States that was started by Dave Eggers, who's a big kind of alternative author. And their whole thing is that they believe in 0 ads. So their magazines have no advertisements, lots of articles, hand drawings, that sort of thing. But as you can see, it's all articles and all content and comics and graphic features and that sort of thing. And every issue focuses on something different. So this right here is the literary issue. The newest issue out right now, featuring Obama. Can you guess? It's about politics and current affairs. So they'll also have a music issue, and the last music issue actually came with a cassette tape, a mixtape, in honor of the 40th year of the cassette, or 30th year of the cassette tape. So stuff like that. So they're a very cool publication. Highly recommend it to anyone who wants something a little bit more alternative in culture. In this issue, they actually have an interview with the guy who plays Ron Swanson on Parks and Rec. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out. It's very funny. The next one that we just started carrying just last week is Monocle. Very cool magazine. As their description is, a briefing on global affairs, business, culture, and design. They present articles that, again, are more open to a off-the-wall approach. The layout is really cool. Lots of little graphs and diagrams, and it's a matte magazine, so very cool finish. So my last one I'm going to talk about is called Make Magazine. It's just that. It's all about making stuff, from electronics to a homemade smoker for your backyard, to computer programs, to how to sew a pillow, embroider a pillow with a Star Wars theme on it, or that sort of thing. So it's all very nerdy. This is very nerdy stuff, but really fun nonetheless. So this issue seems to be focusing around fantasy and that sort of thing. So every issue has a theme to it, but they come with detailed blueprints for you to build any of these things they talk about. So as I was saying, build your own smoker, a backyard smoker. And there's more stuff online. You can download plans, and they have connections for parts if they do any electronics, which they often do. So keyless lockbox, cool, whoever thunk, So again, another really sweet publication. So these are all available regularly in our store, and yeah, so I guess we'll check in with someone else now and see what else everyone else in the store is reading and talking about. Let's go. Hey MaryAnn, what you doing, reading on the job?
No, maybe. It's such a good book that maybe I did get caught reading. This one is one of my very favorites. It's called Perfume, Story of a Murderer by Peter Suskind. Fun fact about this book is one of Kurt Cobain's Nirvana songs is named Senseless Apprentice, and it was because he was so influenced by this book that he wrote an entire song about it, because it's that good. So yeah, it's one of these kind of hidden classic fictions that is kind of one of these hidden gems that you just end up picking up off the shelf, and it's awesome. I've never really read another book that has kind of been like this. He, as the title might imply, the whole framework of this book deals with scent and smell, and so it's a very different sort of approach to how most people deal with reality, which is like through vision or touch. Or this man in 18th century Paris, and he's born with an amazing sense of smell, and it's the only way he can relate to the world. He doesn't deal with other people, and he doesn't, he's very jaded, and so he ends up getting into all sorts of terrible trouble. This book just describes it all through the translation of scent and smell, and it's one of the best books I've ever read, so it's one of those gems that you should pick up.
Hey Graham, what's up?
Hey Trevor, how's it going?
Oh, super great. You got a book for us?
Yeah, I just finished reading Sisters Brothers by a Canadian author, Patrick deWitt. It's basically about Charlie and Eli's sisters, hence the Sisters Brothers. They're basically hired guns who are heading to California during the gold rush to do a job for their employer. So yeah, there's lots of twists and turns, and it's a really great read. I recommend it for anyone who likes westerns or just a really good fast-paced read. And I look forward to reading other books by Patrick deWitt, as we have Ablutions as well, which is about a bartender in Hollywood who's struggling to become a novelist. So that's about all I know of that book so far, but I'm looking forward to reading it. There are some funny parts, but it's mostly a lot of like badass gunslinging.
Yeah, we'll see you next week for another recommendation.
Thanks, Trevor.